What's up, guys? Today we're going to take it back and redo the Magic Yo-Yo N5 Desperado review. I did that review a long time ago. I filmed it on a phone. It was really bad. My buddy Juan that filmed it, he had his finger over the lens too at one point. So now that I got my own camera and I got a good tripod and it's nice outside, I figured why not redo it. And I didn't do 5A in that video, and this is one of my favorite 5A yo-yos. So we're going to do that too. So stay tuned. Alright guys, here's the Magic Yo-Yo N5 Desperado. This is the newer packaging. Yeah, pretty cool looking. You know, same old, same old. This one has a ton of stuff on it. This was from well, it's a long story, but it was from an Amazon seller, and then it got returned to Amazon, and then it got sent to me. So, but anyways, yeah, so. But the yo-yo should be totally fine. It's got the glove, a couple strings, 3 strings, the Magic Yo-Yo bag, which are actually very nice. You keep your nice yo-yos in so they don't get scratched up. Here is the yo-yo itself. Very wide Magic Yo-Yo, which is why I like this one for 5A so much. Now you can do finger spins on here. You can do thumb grinds on here. It's quite rim weighted. It's a nice weight to it. It's not. It's hard to explain. Yeah, it's just not the most normal feeling yo-yo. Not the most, but it's like supposed to be super wide and everything, and I feel like that makes it really good for 5A. The diameter is still quite small, quite on the normal side. Definitely takes a little getting used to if you've never thrown one, but I feel this is this makes a great 5A yo-yo. Standard concave bearing, standard 5mm Magic Yo-Yo axle. I like how it has the laser engraving on the ano there, the Desperado. But yeah, this thing is just pretty cool. I don't know. Let's put a string on it. Let's do a little 1A. And then we'll bust out some 5A. Sorry if there's some wind out here. I'll try to edit it out of the sounds, but let's just camera and let's throw the baby around the park. Woohoo. Okay, gang, I got it strung up for 1A. I'm going to show you guys a couple 1A tricks, and then we'll string it up for 5A where I feel like the yo-yo really shines. But as far as being a 1A yo-yo, it's a little on the wider side, so it's going to make learning some things easier. Like if you're first learning whip tricks, the string is going to kind of like find the gap a little easier, and or if you're learning things like Eli hops, or if you're first learning like boingy boings or popping freshes, this would be a good yo-yo to practice on, because it would really help, because it's just because of the shape of it. But it's gonna make some things a little harder, like your techier stuff. It might, you might catch a little more strings, but it's not super wide. I feel like the small diameter just makes it feel wider than it is. This coating, even though it's not satin finish or anything, it actually grinds like really well. This is quite the smooth yo-yo. Sorry, I kicked the camera, but yeah, quite the smooth yo-yo. So I mean, it could handle pretty much whatever you throw at it 1A wise. You can do finger spins, thumb grinds, and stuff on here. It's a little too unresponsive too responsive out of the box. It's got a little lube on the bearing, so it'll snag if I try to finger spin. But yeah, I mean, it's not bad for 10 bucks. It can handle pretty much anything. So let's string it up for some 5A, and I'll show you where I really like this yo-yo. Okay, gang, I got it all strung up for 5A. Let me start just by saying not just the shape of the yo-yo, but the weight, the size, the smoothness, everything makes for a pretty good 5A yo-yo, at least in my opinion. And for the type of tricks that I do anyways, I mean, it can handle all this type of stuff, like it's no problem at all. But yeah, to me, just the shape of it and everything makes it fit really quite nice. Like, it's easy to catch stuff, and it's cheap. So if you throw it around, drop it on the floor, it's not a big deal. I have one I just play with over grass, and then I have one I play with like over concrete, or in my garage over rocks, whatever. So for such a cheap yo-yo, if you want a yo-yo that's gonna and it can handle getting beat up. My one that's beat up, it's like busted to crap, but it still doesn't vibrate or anything. So I think if you're looking for a cheap yo-yo for 5A, this is a great option. Or if you're looking for a 1A yo-yo and you want to learn things like Eli hops and things that are harder for you to catch, maybe you're not good at you want to be a little more consistent, you want to use a little bigger yo-yo on your whip tricks, things like that, it'd be a good practice yo-yo for that. So once again, the Magic Yo-Yo N5 Desperado. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the updated review, and I'll see you guys later.